Oh, maybe there should be contortionist classes as you get older, so you can get in and out of your clothing.
That's yoga.
That is
Otherwise
actually
known as yoga.
Well, I don't know. I've never really thought of it that way, but yeah, it is.
Stretching, right?
Well, downward dog. Can you see it? You can see it. Downward dog. You can stretch it out.
Yeah, but
The tree pose.
you need someone to help
Yeah.
you for getting clothing that's too tight off in the upward direction because you need to.
Well, no, you need help.
This part of your body, so it's like really narrow.
Yeah, you need a friend to kind of say, no bueno. Don't do it.
I know, but I didn't throw the dress out.
I know. You got. Hey, you know what? Law of attraction. They say that you should throw that dress out because it's a constant reminder of how you're not where you need to be, and that when you release that stuff, boom, then all the good stuff. Then it's the new dress. It's the exact same dress except 2 sizes bigger.
Speaking of weight gain, let's have a shot.
With my coffee.
Are you?
Tequila is good for you.
Tequila?
It's good for weight loss.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a burner.
Usually no hangover, and usually I mean.
Now I've heard the Blanco is better in that regard. I don't know.
Is that the bottle that you were drinking the other day?
No, that's the light color, the white one.
I was drinking Casamigos and Añejo this weekend while I was out at Lula.
Well,
what was the second one?
Añejo, Casamigo,
Oh, okay.
the darkest, and it just goes down like butter.
So I couldn't tell with
still
your.
not feeling.
Use my Spanish accent.
Did you have some of the
Myself and Daniel.
Guys, I was turning on my Spanish. After 5 tequilas, I was like, hola. They're like, here she goes.
I could see it.
Here goes crazy.
It's funny because so I'm half Italian, and then I went to French immersion school and whatever. When I get really fired up, I start blending all of them together. So I can start French, and within the same sentence, it goes into Spanish or Italian.
I only know a few good words.
Yeah.
My favorite word in Italian is non te preoccupare. Means don't worry about it. Don't worry. No worries.
No worries.
Cheers.
My favorite word is trattoria.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
You're an ass.
She's Candice.
Candice.
Oh, guys.
Candice is a pretty sounding
nothing
name.
like
Candice
the
is
Añejo.
really one of the good.
Nothing.
Christina. I'm sorry
She's
about
referring to the most
Mental
expensive one that they have,
Is
Kristina.
it? Oh, sorry.
Christina.
I'm like, Añejo is like very expensive. I got my dress on and I had some Añejo.
Kristina. You're Bret, right?
How do you spell it?
N-A-O.
You tried to
The Modern Matters
No,
podcast
there's no
with
A.
Kristina
A-N-J-N-O,
and Bret.
N-O.
yeah.
Yeah, N-A-O. It's so delicious.
All right, guys, we're back. And
it's quite a day.
I'm very
been a great
very much
weekend.
looking forward to today and talking about our lovely topic. So hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, Modern Matters with Kristina.
Hey.
And me, Candice, and of course, Bret.
Hi.
Yeah, there it was. I was just
Good.
waiting. I'm like, he's going to
know.
do it? Yeah, he's
I know.
gonna
Some
do it.
days you skip out
Yeah.
on your.
He's
hello. So today we're going to talk about work habits. That's wide, broad topic of conversation, but let's go, Bret. Let's see. He's going to kick it off with the source of protein and fiber, Kristina.
Yes.
Special K.
Special K.
And I can tell he's in his work clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're just getting those sleeves, that's
Yeah.
all work vibe right
That
there.
is corporate
B1,
environment.
B2,
Yeah.
B3, B6, B12, B9, and C.
And a C. Wow. His nails are done.
Clean.
Nice and clean.
He's going to work.
Corporate.
I'm dying to know where this is going. Oh, he's going to open cereal with an X-Acto knife.
I kind of don't know. I think
He kind of went from corporate to like, hey, I'm a rock climber.
his
with
Timex Indigo.
Yeah.
Timex is from the 90s, so I'm going to go ahead and say this is slightly dated.
Maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
Okay. Is this the before work breakfast?
What is happening here?
He's showing.
Is he doing a commercial for that?
He's doing his own commercial, but for some reason it's very unsettling to me. It's very dark. It's very
dark cereal commercials.
Me, it's more this X-Acto knife business. Like,
I just don't understand.
I don't understand either, but I'm going to read you the description that he put.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I want to see this.
Start your day off right with simple goodness of Special K cereal original, a deliciously crafted, wholesome cereal that loves you back with each and every healthy spoonful.
Serial killer vibes. I'm not joking. Serial killer vibes. Look
This
at this.
spoon,
What is that?
It's either a scientific instrument or a piece of trash that he had around the kitchen. I can't really tell.
Oh, he's
No,
showing
there
you
is some creepiness
saturated
here.
fatty acids, monounsaturated fatty acids. I didn't have time to read all of
What is
that.
happening here? This is like,
Guys-
I was waiting for the flirty dress that usually comes. This guy kind of gives me serial killer vibes.
We've changed to an authentic Special K segment now.
But I really liked our girl.
The cruncher?
The ASMR Kellogg girl was my favorite.
If it's not your thing, it's okay. Come back for more later.
This tool spaces it out evenly.
Are you going to force us
You
to
don't
watch
think this is like serial
the
killer
full 2
stuff?
minutes
Like,
of this?
honestly, who does that with their cereal?
I don't know.
I've never seen
I
anyone
just want
separate
one
their
thing.
cereals.
Does he eat it?
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Makes it even better.
At the end, he does a zoom in and a macro shot of all the milky goodness.
Do we know how many views he got?
I can check.
You're going to tell me like 25 million? Something like that's our social media for you.
Only 57,000.
Oh, that's still crazy. People watching him separate his cornflakes. Wow.
It's from 5 years ago. It's Special K.
I know. I saw. Whoa. What did I just do?
Should we start over?
I need to. Whoa, I'm even wearing the colors of the brand. What am I doing? Yeah, Special K.
So I just want to know one thing, Bret. When you picked your Kellogg piece for today, what were the sleeves that were in this? Mm-hmm. Did they give you work vibes?
All of that, yeah.
They must have given him work vibes.
I thought that maybe that was a scientific tool and he was a scientist and that was his job.
That's what you thought? I think creepy.
If anyone knows what that tool is and you've tuned in, please put it in the comments because I would love to know.
Yeah, what is it? You know what it looks like? 3D glasses. Do you see it?
Sorry, I might have spit.
Do you see it? Like, if
how
you put
far apart are your eyes? Like, are you?
If you had like red and blue, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I get
For
the vibe.
aliens,
I get the vibe.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know where we're going.
Well, speaking of work habits, one of my favorite work habits that we've created here in our studio space and recording is having a pre-show shot. I'm starting to like that one.
Bar in a box.
And drinking in moderation, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Except on Fridays.
I drank in moderation on Friday. I didn't even have the bottle for the first episode.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah. We had wine though.
We did have
one time. Yeah. Which wine can go down. Those soldiers can get knocked down pretty quickly.
Yeah. Depends your taste. I mean, I'd do tequila the way you might do wine.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Candice is hardcore.
I'm not
do you want
at all.
like speaking of that? Do you want the bottle? Like, are we limiting you right now?
This one's tough for me. I'm not gonna lie. I know we've talked about conversations on tequila. I'm no connoisseur, but I do like a smooth tequila.
So the next bottle we get, someone else pick it, and then I'll tell you. Because if I were to rate this from a number perspective,
like 1 being terrible and 10 being great,
yeah, I would give it a 3. It like kind of chokes me up a little bit. Yeah. But I don't know if it's tequila, but it's not smooth.
Tequila that I like doesn't taste like that, right?
No bueno.
I would give it a 4.
A 4.
Because Jose Cuervo is pretty tough to get down.
Oh.
Comparatively.
I wouldn't have even put that Jose Cuervo close to my face. No.
But what did we...
Estacia, no thank you.
Estacia, no thank you.
Even the Jose Cuervo Especial is pretty tough.
They're all tough. Yeah, this one's
Can I ask, like, isn't there supposed to be a worm in it?
No, some tequilas have worms, though. Do you want a tequila with a worm?
Not necessarily, but I'm just, like, I'm wondering. It's just...
Some do. Have you had any of those?
Do you eat the worm?
I personally have no
interest.
But people,
I think some people do.
I've never seen tequila with a worm in it in Canada.
Oh. Maybe in Mexico?
for sure.
Yeah.
No, I have seen, we've had a couple of wedding clients that have had really good tequila that they brought from Mexico.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And there was a worm in it, and that was amazing
that was
tequila.
I don't think I had any of it.
Oh, I did. He was like, no, you got to try this.
I don't think you were allowed.
Yeah.
The bottle was like, the thing was, all the labels were ripping off. So I'm like, am I really drinking tequila?
Are we? This is a little bit scary. What are you ingesting at that point?
No, they're
Bottles
clients. You
ripped.
trust them.
The
It's
tequila
all good.
kills the bacteria in the worm.
Oh,
anyway.
perfect. It's a win-win.
It's a tapeworm,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's gonna
It's no big
gonna live in your body
Yeah,
anyway.
It's going to be good for you.
It'll thrive.
Yeah.
So, on the note of work, who would like today's kickoff of work habits? And before we jump in, anyone have anything they want to circle back to at all from previous episodes?
I don't really think I have anything.
I feel
to
pretty
circle back.
good.
Nothing's really popping for me.
Nope. I have one for later.
Oh.
But it's it'll
It's
be
a later
timed.
one.
It's a later
Oh,
one.
it's a timed one. Wow, we're getting more complex.
Well, it relates to our topic a little bit more.
I like
Oh,
it.
okay.
All right. So here we
gotta
go.
Why would you do that? What is this person doing?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Blake, you need to stop doing this.
I'm not stopping. This is my thing.
This is my
Come
thing.
on. Why are you doing
Oh,
this?
we just got another donation for 4 more.
Dude, you're allergic to this cheese.
I don't care. It's
Oh,
lactose intolerant.
it's cheese. I thought it was
You're having
Post-it
a
notes.
reaction to the cheese on your body.
Oh, he is getting a reaction.
I think this one's a little bit of.
This is not real.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it falls
it's a
into that,
blend?
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit that he's doing, but pretty funny
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you do that? But I.
This is not real.
Sorry, go ahead.
I hate
I cut you
when
off.
say that.
Go
What?
ahead. Go ahead, Kristina. I
Oh
cut you
no,
off.
no, it's okay. We're moving on to the next thing. But I'm just saying, I'm like, it shows you what people will do for money. Like he's getting donations apparently. So
For
he-
cheese?
It's Patreon, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese is expensive. He needs
It
it.
actually, it very much is.
Yeah. Well, now it makes sense. Okay. So.
Okay, we got a bike theme again. I like bikes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is.
Look at that.
That is real.
Real. That's
And
incredible.
he's real good. Cool.
That's real. Another one on the beach.
Okay.
That was street biking. This is beach biking.
Oh wow! I'm actually kind of like that's cool.
What
You don't
am I-
believe it?
What am I seeing?
He was moonwalking.
How is the bike moving that fast in the sand without? Is that an electric bike?
Nope. He just had a good pace going.
Oh, I think she thinks it's faking.
This is not real.
It's real.
It's
Okay.
real. I
That
think
one-
it's real.
that was
I
definitely
was
real.
like, that
Seemed
is
weird. Seemed like he was
cool.
going excessively
You're
fast.
like,
Oh, he
I
was.
don't quite think so.
but where was he pedaling with one leg?
Well, he came off camera, so he was pedal. He had a good clip
went,
going,
yeah.
and then he.
How are you
off.
clipping that fast in the sand for that long?
He's Superman.
We got to get Candice a bike for the summer, and we will.
Yeah, we're
show
gonna
her
video her
how the
riding a bike.
dynamics.
She's actually a little bit slow, I guess.
Clearly.
Yeah, like on the bike. Okay.
All right, I just learned. Come on, give me a break. So, work habits is an interesting topic. I guess everybody
The boss is coming.
has different work habits. Is this a can? This is. It's a Canadian
The boss
artist.
is coming.
You know who it is, Kristina?
No, I don't.
No? You haven't heard that on the radio?
I've heard the boss is coming. I've heard that before.
No,
No?
not me.
What is it?
The Arkells.
The Arkells.
Oh, cool. I like that band, but I didn't know that song. Cool. All right. Well, here we are, and we are going to.
I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit called right now.
Call,
because I
go.
feel like
I want it.
like we got called on whether or not we know the music. Let's pick a movie to see if Bret knows a movie.
Oh, God.
How about Heathers?
We're never going to talk
Heathers.
about. See how bad our working habits.
I know. We're all over the place.
I think Heathers is a cheat because I just watched it.
Oh, you did? With Christian Slater?
Yep.
Okay.
So he
See,
even was on
Pirates
it.
Well,
of,
I could have. Yeah, I definitely could have.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
The first one?
Yeah, that's
First.
a lot of them. Okay.
Okay.
And then we can get started. I
have to
felt
look
like
it up now,
come on.
because I don't know
like,
exactly.
Like we didn't get it right.
The first Pirates of the Caribbean was
Oh, feel it. You got it. You got this.
2002.
Come on.
I don't know.
It's okay. 2002.
Pretty close. 2003.
1 year off. This is when you gotta get out. That was awesome.
Good
Good
job.
work. Good work, Bret. And that was like on the fly. Good work. Okay.
I could have lied about Heather's.
I know.
I just want to say the authenticity. of
That's
this
all we do
podcast.
here. And I'm really happy you did that because it just shows the integrity of what you got going on.
And Heather's is great. I recommend anybody who hasn't seen Heather's, especially
I
if,
haven't
if
seen it in a
you're
long
younger.
time.
It's a great late 80s, technically late 80s, but kind of that early 90s
I think
vibe.
I might watch it this weekend. I'm feeling called to that. Okay. Sorry. So we digress, but yeah.
You guys were on that wavelength.
Very good, Bret. Good work.
Thank you.
Well,
Hey, Kristina.
I mean,
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Received. Okay, go.
okay, self-employed people, corporate people, union people, work habits. Let's hit as much as we can in this.
Why don't we say what are good work habits versus non-good work habits? Because I think they translate everywhere, no?
They should, yeah. I was thinking, okay, that's good. I like it.
Okay. So what are some really not so good? I was going to go good work habits, but let's start with the not so good work habits. Is there
I
anything?
hate tardiness.
Okay. I think that's rude if you're late.
I don't like tardiness. That's a bad work habit.
And where do you think that stems from? It could be a lot of things, but
I think so many things. People's lifestyle just kind of makes it tricky. And then again, it also depends on your type of work. For example, in our clinical setting, when I'm at my regular job, sometimes a clinician is late, but they're not late on their own accord. They're late because a patient made them late or someone required more time. So it's almost like you have to be somewhat understanding to it. But I don't typically like tardiness. That's a terrible work habit in my opinion, whether it be for deadlines, whether it be for showing up.
I remember, and sorry, this just popped in my head. I had a employee on my 25-year journey somewhere in one of the organizations that I was working with. And this woman showed up to my meeting like 20 minutes late. And I was like, we need to stop this meeting right now. And I was like, would you be late for a hair appointment? And she's like, well, no. And I go, then why would you be late for the meeting? Because you're sending those micro messages when you do that, right? The hair appointment obviously is something you want. And in this case, you don't. And then anyways, the message was received, but it was kind of funny because that's what popped in my head.
You called her out in front of everyone?
Yeah, I did. I had I'm pretty bold that way.
Did she cry?
There was no crying at that particular meeting, but there was crying at another meeting.
Same person?
No, it was her sidekick.
Does she have nice hair?
She has.
You left that
fabulous hair. Fabulous hair. She must have made that appointment,
Never
right?
misses an appointment
Never
there.
misses an appointment.
Never
But
late.
anyways, that time check thing is like,
Yeah, time.
it's funny because it's really about the value of what's important to that person, but you have to be mindful of other people, right?
Yeah,
like that
tardiness
meeting,
can be...
that meeting one that I did was like, yeah. So anyways, that's one.
I think people that lack the ability to collaborate,
Oh God, I see this all the time.
people that want like all the accolades and want to do everything on their own when clearly the better option in certain work settings are collaboration.
Well, that's because the ego and in certain environments, at least where I used to work in multiple places. So it's not one organization. Remember, 25 years in HR. Ego is the one that derails all the time. Ego is the one that wants to win, wants to look like the smartest person in the room, will steal ideas in order to be like that person. So it's really being mindful to keep your ego in check, right? Collaboration is completely the opposite. Like no one really owns an idea. If you really think about it, multiple people, someone will come up with an idea, but multiple people touch an idea before it becomes something fantastic. It really does when I see the dynamic of collaboration. And that's what we should be really encouraging more of. Whereas the old school way was like, I'm the smartest. That was my idea. Look at me, look at me. So yeah, that definitely is something.
It was probably easier to be like that.
The old school way.
Well, it was probably easier at a time when ideas were not
scarcity, right? Like it's like,
well, yeah, now everything's so available to people. I mean, really, and Bret and I have had this conversation many times working in creative industries. Like you're not really reinventing.
100%. I think that's
Anything.
great. I think that I love that. Sorry, I'm getting excited about that idea. I think that message needs to go to everybody. It's already out there. The thing that makes it unique and special is your energy, your vibe, your style that you put to it. So you can have 5 million yoga studios, but each one is going to be unique based on what you have to offer. Once you get out of that scarcity mindset that you're the one who has unlocked the secret's already out there. It's how you make it yours and that you will find your particular clients or people. The more people can understand that, the better you can reinvest your energy on doing that kind of stuff than competing in a way where it's just a time waster, really.
I think we quick on with respect to the studio stuff kind of realized that there was space for everyone really in our industry, right? Like it was an interesting thing that we had to quickly realize is that, you know, you could be taking a photo with a certain set or composition or what have you, and someone's going to do something very similar, but there is space for everyone in lots of industries. So I would rather move away from all the bad traits in work habits because there could be lots of little finicky work habits.
It gets nasty. And then people start like gossiping and criticizing, and it's all like that toxic stuff that you start bringing into it.
I think with work, when you think of the positive things, it's funny enough in this podcast alone, just earlier on, when you called Bret out to name the year of that movie and he was honest, that stood out to me. I was about to say right then
integrity
and there, that is huge.
Integrity
as far as work habits go. Whether you're self-employed,
$1,000,000%.
it doesn't matter what type of work you do. If you are being honest and working with integrity and passion, I think that
you're not a liar and steal and cheat. Who wants to work with that guy? Not me.
You're going to get caught.
Yeah.
You do any one of those three things.
It's come back.
In time, you'll get caught.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I believe that full force.
Oh yeah. I mean, those types of, I'm not kicking anything. That wasn't me.
That was me.
Did you see the
I
dagger?
I didn't even notice.
Like, my face didn't even change.
Yeah. I wish you guys could have seen it. I didn't notice. I'm like this little kid who's like, yeah. Hey. And then I got my friend here who's like, who kicked? And I'm like, integrity. I did.
My face was calm.
I did it.
As a cucumber.
I did it. I owned it. This is what I tell leaders all the time. Own it. Take accountability. You can never get in trouble if you own it.
That's a good one too in the workplace.
If you lie, guess what? I'm going to find out. And it's not going to be a good situation. But if you own it, then we can just deal with it. What did you learn? And we move forward.
It's interesting because when you run a business and you hire people and you're in the position of either being a manager, if you're managing people or you own a business, it's funny because you can always tell when people are protecting something they've done wrong instead of just admitting it. And it is so much easier to work with the person that's able to say,
I screwed up.
Yeah, I screwed up. Yeah. Because then you know that there's an openness for learning. Right?
Yeah, because the other one, which would definitely link into poor habits, is the blame game. So people will say, well, it wasn't my fault. I did this because of this, this, and this. That is poor business habits because really just own it. Right? No one is looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. Are you learning in situations? But when you start doing the blame game, people are not even going to want to work with you because you're going to put them under the bus if something goes wrong.
Absolutely.
Right? Who wants to work with that guy? I don't. Like, that's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yuck.
It's bad work habits create a bad work environment. So I think it's just important to sometimes self-check ourselves because we're all guilty of having a bad day or doing something that's maybe not in the best interest of ourselves or our workplace or whatever it is. But it's always nice to be able to be just honest so that you can learn and that's a good forming habit.
Yeah. And I think it's when you get to a point, and this is the work that I'm trying to do in organizations and work with leaders. And so they understand it's like, when we have leaders that are comfortable in their skin, and I guess it doesn't matter what business it is, they will show up differently for your business, right? You're not wasting time trying to figure out who did something or who broke something. You're actually solution-based and putting things together and being highly productive and effective in the overall results. And I think the more we can get leaders to go, self-awareness. How am I showing up? How do I regulate how I show up? Am I going to take a temper tantrum every time things don't go my way, which I've seen?
Yes.
Yeah, that's normal.
And that, how
It
does
feels
that
so
go?
much better.
Yeah. It's like a little volcano. Who wants to hang out with the volcano? I don't.
I totally do that. I mean, within my dad's business, I'll call him and be just on a roll, just
Yeah.
And he's like, I hope you don't deal with people like that. But it's just my one moment.
And,
you need that moment.
one safe person that you can do that with.
Yeah,
right?
I think everybody needs that in any situation, whether it's work, personal, regardless. You kind of need an outlet to get that emotional piece out before you handle the logistics or.
Well, it's funny. I'm working on an article right now about dealing leaders and how they handle uncertainty. And, you know, one of the questions is like, well, what does a leader do when things are going rough? Do you give up? Do you get emotional? Like, you don't have a choice. You just got to show up. If you have those moments, because you're human, that's bound to happen, you do them privately. Mm-hmm. So then it doesn't impact, you know, your clients or your overall business or like who you're leading. Like it's like, I think that would be a very good business habit, because you would know how to self-manage. Like, oh God, like for me, when I was starting to feel a little bit fiery, because I feel it in my belly when I see things that aren't necessarily going, I will step out and get a coffee.
You're like, let me get a stimulant. Let me get a stimulant.
Yeah, exactly. And it worked wonders, but I did not come back right away. I would have a coffee and then I would come back clear-headed, and then we could tackle whatever was going on. But I think that that is definitely an important part of the shift if you're really talking about healthy habits.
I think it's important with work that if you like what you do for work, then you kind of show up in the right mind frame and the right energy. So I've been fortunate. I've always kind of done things I really like. I have had very few jobs that I've hated.
Well,
I don't think I've hated any, actually.
Right. And I think that's the key point. Like, you made reference like, oh yeah, you worked all weekend. Yeah, I worked all weekend, but I loved what I did all weekend.
Well, work's not a negative thing. We sometimes think it is.
Well, it's the false narrative that work is hard and that you have to like really drill down. Work doesn't have to be hard. If you're loving what you're doing, work is fun, it's creative, and you're kind of you're moving into new space.
Brett, come on.
I know, we're like chatting
you're
away,
like
Brett.
a work master.
Yeah, tell us some of these habits.
Especially in your work.
I disagree with everything you've said.
Oh, that's excellent. I'm really looking forward to this
Sometimes
conversation.
you got to let that fire out of your belly and just swear.
And punch someone in the face.
No, you keep going back.
It's like, whoa, that was dark.
Whoa, Kristina. Well, I'm like, that's my fire.
I was going to use my words.
Fire.
Not my.
You're going to punch them in your face with
I'm
words.
like, whoa, that's intense. No. So you use your
no,
words?
I don't disagree.
I
have seen Brad.
I do.
Does he use his words towards
his shit.
people?
As you both
towards
have
me.
seen.
Yeah, I've seen. I've seen little bits.
Towards Candice for sure.
Yeah. Candice? Yeah. Well, because you guys trust each other. That's different. It's like, if it happens, you know that it's really a moment for him.
It's usually out of frustration, right? Because the definition of frustration is the blockage of a goal. So when you have a goal to get something done or whatever it is and something interferes, it's like, that's the epitome to me of frustration. And that's where you can let the F's fly out.
Those F's can fly, but Yeah. And that is a form of expression, right?
But you're right. Yeah, you pick and choose your moments, and you
don't necessarily punch someone in the face. That probably wouldn't be
don't
recommended.
Physical,
that is not a good idea.
But definitely,
you do. I think there's a good point here. Like, you do need to get it out.
I get it out.
Yeah, but there's different ways to get it out, right? Like you can, but just be mindful that you don't hurt anybody.
Guys, what's the movie where the guy, someone
say anything?
When they grab the pillow and they put it in their face, they're like, in the pillow, and then they let the pillow go. They're so mad. There's a movie.
Oh, I know. I can see. It's a girl that does it, isn't it?
She's just so mad, and then she does it again.
And then she comes out of it. She's like, "Hi, everyone." Yeah.
Why can't I think of it? You're usually the guy that can nail the movie down. Like,
well, it'll come.
Anyways, I don't have those moments in pillows. I just do it out loud.
Well, yeah, that's called. Yeah,
I've done it in my car. Ever get in your car and close the door? You're just like, fuck. It's like, okay, I feel better now.
Oh, I feel better. And you know what? Again, this is going to go to the other side. What that is that you've tapped into the emotion, and your emotion is energy. So the energy needs to be released somehow. You just got to figure out how to do it, right? So what happens, and I see multiple times, is that we don't know how to identify the emotion. It starts to bottle up. And then it's like, it's there. It's just waiting it needs movement. It needs to kind of get out of your body. That's why exercise or like running or I guess punching. I know I keep going back to punching today, but like I don't know what's going on.
She's scared. Like, why am I sitting so close to her?
I don't know. I'm like, but I'm not fiery right now, so you're really good. No, but I will say that energy and motion, that is your emotion. It needs to be out. If not, you're ready. You just keep piling on it. You're going to be a volcano. So if you have little blips that kind of annoy you or frustrate you, deal with it in the moment instead of pretending that stuff doesn't deal, because then if not, you're going to snowball and it will definitely turn into something big. Food for thought.
And there's different types of swearing as well.
Oh, yes.
There's this one. For fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're big on those.
Forgot a chord. No big deal.
Okay.
I think he was referencing
it's going to
himself.
escalate.
one?
I can feel this.
This one.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
That's
You also do that.
That's serious.
Okay.
That's
now that
serious.
means it's getting
Yes.
higher.
We haven't just forgotten a chord.
This is good for me to know.
This is a big deal. This is a time setback, half an hour minimum
Oh,
to untangle this issue.
Okay.
All right.
And that's it. Those are the two.
Oh my God. I thought it was going to go higher.
Look really good.
Yeah.
Well, those are the two that
Swearing is like
I
my
express here.
favorite way to express myself in moments of anger and moments of excitement.
Well, again, it's an
great.
expression, right? So it's like I know it sounds silly, but emotions are really attached to energy. So saying those words really allows you to express the energy, breath, like it's all coming out of you. So,
All right, I'm waiting on this. I want to see what we have for us today. I've been anticipating this for some reason all weekend.
Oh, all right.
I don't know why.
This topic for these videos specifically?
Yeah, I just wondered where Bret would take us today.
Okay.
It's like,
yeah, you know what, Bret? I have a question before we get started.
Yes.
Does your mood dictate the videos? Like, if we have darker videos, is it because you were in a doomer mood, or if they're happier, you were in a good mood when you selected them?
Well, there was the instance where the videos put me in a bad mood
Yeah, we
with
don't
those
want that.
relationship
Yeah.
terrible screaming matches.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has affected my mood when I'm doing them the morning of the
Okay.
podcast. But a lot of times I just, whatever the topic is, I've collected them over the weeks, and or I've seen something and I'm like, okay, this is something I want to put in the podcast.
Yeah.
And I'll find a way to figure it out into one of the topics. So this one, there's,
and sometimes they're slightly like obtuse, like out there.
And I'm really
Remember the
trying to
time
shoehorn
with
it
the with the restaurant.
shoehorn, yeah.
No, the restaurant guy.
that wasn't obtuse at all. That
Oh
was,
my God, there's no indication that he was a mobster of any kind.
Organization. That was like
It was
where we went.
It was implied like the mob.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it took me so long. Bret was so excited.
I
There's
thought
no
it was
such
more
thing
like,
as
remember
the
that
mob.
thing that fell into the car?
Yes, that's
The
what
ran-
I'm thinking.
that
of too. I really had to put that one in there.
I was
somewhere.
like, what? I don't know what topic it was attached to. I was like, okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so
Okay, let's
we're
get on
here.
to these.
We're here.
You
We're
guys lost me.
focused.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the first one is a bit of an apology video to you, Kristina, because all of these videos that I've saved for the podcast, a lot of them, some of them I will not show because I feel like they're very viral, dated. Everyone might have seen them, which is a trap I fall into because a long time ago somebody said, never say obviously to people because that assumes that everybody should know what you know, and that's not the case.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody said that. I agree with it, and I do that
well,
often.
look at what happened with that video. Like, I hadn't seen it.
I love that we got to
so
do that with Kristina.
I was so happy that you hadn't seen it, but I did kind of make you feel like, I felt like I made you feel like you should have seen it in the past. So I, for the next little bit, want to show you videos that
Some
are
oldies,
very
goodies?
old.
Yeah.
And hopefully you haven't seen them to get your honest
Let's
reaction.
see.
I
Oldie
don't
but
know what's
goodies.
happening
All right,
here.
oldie but goodies. Let's
So
see
this
what
is
we
a
got.
temper tantrum where this is probably the oldest viral video I've ever seen, in that it came to me in my Hotmail email back in maybe high school.
Oh, high school.
This was like this was dial-up internet days.
Oh,
Okay. This is like Office.
Have you seen this before?
No.
Okay.
this guy's like, hey, what's going on?
Oh my God, I've actually seen people. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. This is not, not real. Is
No,
it?
that's real. Oh, I actually, I
It
don't,
would not surprise me in that time frame. That would not surprise me.
I always
Because-
assumed it was real, but I didn't really look it up to.
Well,
to
I think
discover.
it's the aggression in the past was more accepted.
I think aggression is being more accepted now, even too, though.
Not like that. You can't do that.
But the keyboard back then, for a logistics standpoint, the keyboards were prime for beating, because nowadays they're so slick and sexy looking. That thing, it was basically
could've
supposed to be used as a
It was
background.
asking to
He
be
must-
hit.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I've had a
I
keyboard
was-
like that before too.
Yeah, me too.
doesn't work.
The Commodore 64. Yeah. Back in the day.
I'm pretty sure this one's real.
Yeah, well,
I should have looked it up.
Well,
actually.
you got to imagine you show that to an HR person. I'm like, high alert. I'm like, oh, okay. We need to talk here. Can we talk about what happened today?
I'm just worried about if he has a spouse.
Oh God!
what
See,
he's
you
gonna
go
do
there,
at
and
home.
I'm like, I'm worried about the guy in the cube beside him. Like, what?
Oh,
how
that
did
guy's
he not
fine. He's
throw-
like, I understand, dude.
That's the
wanna
part
do
I
the
thought
same
was
thing.
real, where the guy was like, "What is going on over there?"
wow.
And then he went back down like, "Oh, Bill does this
yeah,
often."
Yeah.
I'll get him a new
This is
computer.
Bill's thing. Yeah.
So
So okay,
that was an
next
oldie.
one?
Very,
yeah, it was
very
a good
old.
one.
This I thought might have been a video somebody caught of Candice back in her fluid days.
Oh,
Something tells me this waitress has been working here for a while.
Oh my God! Look up. That would be Candice for sure. She'd be like, "Yep. You want something? All right, sweetheart."
She was multitasking like a mother.
Yeah.
But
we
were
had to do
the
that.
buttons that she was hitting accurate? Or
Well,
did that
I
look like
mean-
it was?
Oh, that's a good point.
You
It
used to be
seemed
able
right.
to hit the screen with a credit card, so that was a thing for sure. You used to run credit cards. She ran it
Ooh.
a few times.
I
there.
really think that
Something
there's
tells me
there's
this
a
waitress has been working here for a while.
this is a
Oh, yeah,
big
she's
lesson.
hitting
Make
buttons.
sure you check your tabs like when you're at a bar, because I'm like, I don't know, man. She's going a little bit too fast.
I mean, I have lots of stories I could tell about working in nightclubs. We
like
can
shady
maybe-
business. Maybe we do one on
Always shady
nightclubs.
business in nightclubs. My
All right,
gosh,
then we
of
can do-
course.
Oh wow. Okay,
I'm not saying I was shady per se, but there's things you do in nightclubs that I could share with people for sure.
Okay, well maybe on the next another one
For sure.
another episode. Started a new job today, and this is what happened. Okay, what happened?
Someone needed to clean the office. Oh my god! Shit!
Oh, I shouldn't laugh. It's so bad.
She's laughing. I love it.
oh. See, okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you straight up
IKEA.
right now. If you guys are ever in a bad situation, and I know me, I know my truth. I know that I will laugh at you. It's not
What do you mean
personal.
that? Oh, like if you're
If you
or
hurt
something?
yourself, I'll laugh first.
I always laugh.
I do that because it's more out of shock. And then I'm actually good on your team.
You know who
I'm a
doesn't like that?
laugher.
Candice.
Yeah?
Because I've laughed when she has minorly hurt herself and she is pissed.
You don't like it.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm telling you.
I really hurt myself, Brett.
Yeah.
But I laugh.
This is a
at-
real
I
thing.
laugh. I laugh at people.
No, I
when they
laugh.
get
I
hurt.
laugh first, and then I delve in. Okay, so I just want to let you know. So that girl, I probably would have laughed at her, which I did.
She was laughing.
Yeah, she was laughing.
Well, her face got smacked.
Yeah. Guys, I fell off of the chairlift a few weeks ago when I was skiing with my kids and killed my shoulder. And I've been skiing since I was 2.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Talking
hear.
about
I-
stupid.
And
I was
to remind you, I would have
embarrassed.
laughed. I would have
but
laughed
I was
if I saw
laughing
it.
because of
Yeah.
my embarrassment. I was
Yeah,
like,
I do that
and
all
it
the
was
time.
funny.
There's always stuff. All right.
Okay, the rest of these are from the gold mine of Instagram accounts called OSHA Is This Safe?
Oh,
and they're
oh
just
no, this is like
a treasure
work.
trove of just bad stuff.
Oh my
Guys,
gosh.
I can't even laugh at that. Do you know how heavy those
Oh
things
yeah,
are?
these are all
And
very,
how dangerous
very
that
dangerous.
is?
That's really.
All of
he's
these are
lucky
very bad.
He's
And are
lucky
they-
he didn't
that's
get
real?
hurt. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
for
These
sure.
these are all real.
I've seen some really messed up stuff. Yeah.
Oh no. What is happening?
What?
He nail gunned the shotgun.
Oh my god.
Shotgun nail gun.
Yeah.
Nail gun, shotgun.
Like I admire guys or girls or anyone that can build and use those handy tools and machines. I like all that.
Tools, yeah.
But like I also am a little bit annoyed when people are hazardous with things like that. I'm like, come on, that's dangerous. I know
that's the mum in you.
Yeah, I guess
I know.
so.
This is how accidents happen.
I know. Like, what if I don't know?
Well, there's several of
these are bad habits, right?
So no, I hope nothing bad happens. Look at the song. Listen to the song. Not look at it. You can't look at a song. Listen to it.
Now, when you're a professional, it's important to take care of your equipment. I know I have taped up some camera bodies in the past, covered them in tape, made sure that they still worked when things were falling off of them.
Yeah, but that's not a ladder that you're about to stand on. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Well, that's just like...
You should feel bad about all of these.
The
None
work
of these
tools
are
are really important. Make sure you have the right work tools when you do, and double check. All right, what's happening here? Oh my God, these guys are on the roof? That's actually funny. Super Mario Brothers. That's actually good. I like this.
That doesn't seem like a way that you would do that.
1,000% no.
Yeah.
You should not have a ladder on a lift.
I'm waiting for Bowser to fly by and knock him off the ladder.
I'm having like a bit of a heart attack with this guy. Is he tied?
You're not going to see the injury. Okay,
Nothing's
yeah, because
okay.
that's only a matter of time.
Terrible.
That's a matter of time. Like he's going to get hurt.
And sometimes we don't always get along with our coworkers.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot. Oh my God! On it.
This guy's almost in the splits. Oh, it's fight day.
In the jungle gym. Oh my God!
They're gonna fight. Oh, watch the tools. Oh, kick him.
Holy, kick him! This is like an HR nightmare. I would be like, okay, everyone comes down.
I don't think
you
these
go in
guys
this
have
office.
an HR team.
Yeah,
I got a feeling.
I think these guys give the bird to HR.
Yeah. They're like, yes, buddy, HR.
They're like, yeah. Oh wow. Okay, well those are.
They're like, what does HR mean? Like, how real are you?
Yeah, how real? Happy realist.
Oh my gosh! Listen. When it comes to construction jobs, you really have to have good work habits.
Well, I think all jobs, dude.
I know, but I'm saying like with safety habits,
all
like
jobs.
holy crap.
Because you might be surprised, like you don't think it's something major, but that, you know.
Those jobs can be dangerous.
Yeah, I've seen some really bad, really horrible stuff
Yeah.
over the years, and it puts it into perspective. There's a reason people have these guidelines or rules around doing certain things. Yeah,
stuff,
just so, you know, because obviously somewhere down the road, someone got injured or hurt or whatever. And now we want to avoid more.
All right. Well, I mean, we can talk all day about good and bad work habits. Is there anything you want to share out there to close up? And Bret is crazily trying to find us something. I feel it, but I don't know. I don't know if
the last
I want to find out if the video of the guy is real.
Oh, okay.
He's going for that.
Okay. Well, the one thing I will say, it doesn't cost you anything, but I'll tell you, it will make a big difference in your day, is don't get caught up in the whirlwind of gossiping at work.
Oh, that's a good one.
Gossiping, you don't even realize, if you're at the point where you're gossiping, that's pretty much because you didn't say what you didn't use your voice in some place. Like if you've got an issue, I always say, go to the source, have that conversation. Don't engage in the gossip, because it really drains your energy and it's not productive at all. So that one I would say is probably one of the top ones, because I think I've seen a lot of people go off the rails here.
And we didn't really touch on that in today's conversation.
Yeah.
So I think that's
I might go so far as to say I actually hate gossip. In general.
Excellent. Yeah, me too.
And I constantly say, when people are like, I can just sense the gossip that they're about to tell me, and I say, don't, and then they do anyway. Yeah. I'm like, I think that was more for you than it was for me.
They just needed to get it out.
Yeah. Well, there's a boundary that needs to be put there. It's like, no bueno, not interested. Or what I used to do, I used to pretend I had a meeting and I would leave my office.
Can't
I'd
talk
be like,
about this right
oh,
now.
so sorry, I gotta go.
Hit me up later.
Yeah, and then they would disappear.
Talk
And
to me
guess what?
later, Sue.
They would find other people to talk to. They wouldn't even engage in my space. It's awesome.
All right, are we ready for this?
right.
What's happening?
In 1997, a short video named badday.mpeg circulated online via email, which is where I first saw it, which showed security footage of an angry office worker played by Vinny Lissardi, who smashes his desktop computer in a fit of rage. The footage was staged and filmed for a Colorado-based technology company, Laurinix.
Yeah. The reason why I say that, and I think maybe it's just coming from my lens, if there was something really going on like that, I don't think there may be videos.
There are very much videos of, of people freaking out.
To me, I'm like,
For sure, people
just
freak
seemed a
out like
little
that
bit-
at work.
The
though.
photocopier is the big one.
I've never seen it.
Oh, for
Fax
sure.
machines,
people
photocopiers.
lost their shit at work.
Oh, I've seen people lose their shit, but not that boldly, like where they're slamming. And I've seen someone throw a bottle across the way that almost a warehouse and almost smoked another person, and we had to have a long investigation around that. I've seen things thrown across the room.
You could lose a finger that way.
Yeah, you could lose a lot. But yeah,
Well, before we end off today, speaking of work habits and workplace and things like that, how about the movie Jerry Maguire?
Oh, I love it.
He goes in and he quits.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
love
a huge scene that always stands out for me when you think about workplace or work environments.
well, he had a mission statement. It was a mission
1996.
statement. Yeah, I love
went for
I love
another
that
one.
I think the mission statement.
I'm gonna look before we.
But
jump
he
off.
didn't. He just grabbed his stuff and he left with his fishbowl. No, she brought the fishbowl and all that stuff. But it was like yelling in the workplace. Yes, I've seen. Because people lose their cool. They just don't know
What
how to
did you
handle
say?
it.
1996.
Wow, you are on fire today, buddy. Bang on. You need to stop now.
Yeah,
No,
no
like,
more.
on a high note, buddy.
So-
on a high note. All right.
So I'm gonna close us off if you guys are good with that, unless you have something more to add. Thanks for tuning
I'm
in.
glad I got to the bottom of that. Man destroys computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's excellent.
The
Now
minute
it's
I
not
played
even-
it, I went, I think I should know if this
Yeah.
is real or not.
Yeah. Circle back.
That was a good one to touch on today.
Yeah.
Get it all done in the episode. And thanks guys for coming out again and hanging out. And thank you to anyone who is tuning in. Make sure to check out our website at www.modernmatterspodcast.com, where you can find all of our social media links. And be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching or listening. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Perfect.
Good job. Now I really want to know what the Screaming in the Pillow movie was.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen it. It's in a couple of scenes. There's a couple of movies that have it.
I feel like it's a TV show thing too, quite a bit.